Hey, look at there. You see him? Well, open your damn eyes in. It's the old-timey country down-home red state update podcast and them. Coming to you from a bunker underneath Jackie's Market in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. And here they are, both of them.
Hey there, welcome to Red State Update. My name's Jackie Brawls.
Folks, people, it's Dunlap. It's news time. Let's go.
What is it?
News time.
News time? What do you mean? Oh, yeah, we talked about politics news. Yeah, go. Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, did you have any good news that you wanted to? People depend on us to let them know what's going on in this day and age. Even though Trump is not the president anymore, they need us to remind them of, how he's doing. Keep him in their brains, in the news.
How he's doing?
How's he doing?
What do you mean, how's he doing?
He's doing all right. He's been having some rallies and stuff. They come down, they picked up some records he took or ripped up or stole or something from Mar-a-Lago.
I didn't ask you. I'm saying, like, why? He's
ask
the
me
same.
What?
Well, he's the same. How's it any different? How's he doing? He's the same.
He's doing all right. He's been having these rallies. He told everybody just to have a big protest if they try to prosecute him. And he said that they need to, get ready to go up New York, Atlanta, have the biggest protest they ever had. And they're racist. Everybody's racist. Except him, how he is. He pardoned all the 1-6 people. That was another thing. So he's doing all right, about the same, I reckon.
So by the biggest protest ever, it has to be a lot bigger than the January 6th, right? No, wait, January 6th, that wasn't a protest, or it was?
If Trump winds up having protests, that was just discourse, Jackie. That was like the View.
Legitimate political discourse. Yeah.
It was like The View, only less anti-Semitic. Jackie, if Trump has fucking truckers,
watch your mouth,
driving their big rigs, crashing through the White House and up and down the halls of Congress, blowing their horns and terrorizing the U.S. Senate, I'm going to be so pissed off because I'm going to have to completely rewrite my screenplay from Act 2 on. He doesn't get to have truckers do cool stuff. The truckers are supposed to be coming to do cool stuff for us, not be assholes in Canada.
He used to have a bikers. Now he's got the truckers. There's bikers for Trump every one of these places. And now the truckers, there's not going to be any kind of vehicle left when it's all over, said and done with.
Well, the boats will be sunk.
Boat parade, you're right. Yeah, boat parade. I remember they used to have them, yeah.
Look, I thought we'd have truckers at least until Elon Musk replaced them all. Elon Musk, I think, tweeted in support of the truckers. He's like, oh, yeah, stay in Canada. I can't do it, Elon Musk. Like, stay in Canada, because then I'll have my robot trucks do. I'll go backwards down Monteagle Mountain. Folks, we already recorded our 20 extra minutes for our Patreon fans, and we talked about the truckers more over there. And we also went through the Oscars. So if we slip into truck talk and Oscars talk, just know that we already talked mostly about Oscars and truckers, which normally don't go together. But they do over at patreon.com/Red State Update. $5 or more a month, and you get 20 extra minutes of Jackie and Dunlap. Now that we don't have to do that in the middle of the show, Jackie.
If Hollywood had anything right going on in his head, truckers and Oscars would go together a lot more. They don't make trucker movies anymore. When's the last trucker movie they made?
When Black Dog come out?
That's 90s. That's a long time ago.
Listen, truckers in movies are cool.
Well, yeah.
Truckers on CB radios are cool.
Yeah.
Truckers blocking bridges. Truckers like protesting against things that Sammy Hagar don't like. I don't want to know Sammy Hagar's back status. I'm just going to assume it ain't good, but it might be good. Sammy Hagar, unpredictable. He could go either way.
Who is he?
Do you think Sammy Hagar, should I look up if Sammy Hagar is anti-vax? Is Sammy Hagar, thanks for coming to the Red State Update podcast, everybody, anti-vax? Let's see what comes up. Sammy Hagar clarifies his comments regarding COVID-19 that were, we all got to die.
That's true. He's right, but yeah.
He is right. It's about getting back to work in a safe and responsible way and getting this economy rolling again. I'll do my part, said Sammy Hagar. When was this? March of 2020. No, this was when was this actually? June of 2020. People started feeling people getting a little froggy back in June. Remember June? That was like 800 political alignments ago. I feel like if you live and work by making your own mezcal and you're a white guy, that you are anti-vax. But that's just prejudice on my part. So maybe all these movies we talk about in Redneck Matinee or other podcasts, we're a little behind on updating that. Not Black Dog release date behind, but pretty behind. Maybe all this freedom, mythologizing of the open road and truckers and doing what you have to do in the 70s and doing what you want to do. And maybe that wasn't great.
Don't say that. Certainly when we're talking about them over there, we go through them and we look at the parts that ain't great. There are parts of it, definitely. I'm not saying they ain't, but don't take it all away from it. It's just because a bunch of truckers don't want to get a vaccination or want to, whatever the hell it is. I don't even know anymore. Don't take that away. That was before Chris Christopherson. He would have gladly let him stick anything, any kind of needle, anything in his arm. Please, bring it. Give it here.
I'm going over the lyrics of Eastbound and Down, just seeing if there's any anti-vax sentiment in it, and I can't make any out.
Jerry Reed probably get a shot, wouldn't he? I mean, after you explained it to him, or Burt Reynolds explained it to him.
So you're telling me that I can't do it. Just imagine him talking that I got to put a thing in my arm. Yeah, I said, that's going to give me, I ain't going to do it. Well, yeah, I don't know.
Bandits make him do it.
These things write themselves. I think if you watch Smokey and the Bandit, that Jackie Gleason is the one that would not want a shot.
Yeah.
I don't know, Daddy.
He'd be dead by now, like a police officer that...
Listen, he wouldn't have survived the first wave of COVID.
But you're right. He wouldn't have got it. He'd say, to hell with this and throw his badge in the, ditch or whatever, but then he'd be dead. But
no way. I say I can't do it. Daddy, I just went to Walgreens and got a shot. You ignorant. Yeah, I can't.
some bitch. Excuse my language.
Some bitch.
But yeah.
Some bitch you got now that tracking you. That he talks.
This is a Burt Reynolds Smokey and the Bandit movie that thank God no one wants to see at all, ever. COVID messes everything up. It does. Pandemic messes everything. You can't add it to nothing and make it better. No, it just makes it worse.
It'd be more like Smokey and the Bandit 2. They're transporting Dr. Fauci in the back of a truck. This elephant.
Remember they got Dom DeLuise. Remember they find him. What if Fauci's like telling him it's really not my specialty. It's not what I do.
Well, the elephant's sure sick.
Yeah,
sure sick.
Take a look at it at least, and they'd lock him up in there with it. Yeah, terrible. How do you make nothing against the Dr. Fauci, but how do you make Smokey and the Bandit 2 worse than it is? Add Dr. Fauci in there.
Burt Reynolds would tell you to get vaccinated.
Well, yeah, he would.
But then it'd be like Burt Reynolds backlash sweeps Southland. It'd be people burning their El Diablo sandwiches on TikTok. They'd be like, I've got this. I saved up $30,000 to get this Trans Am. Take a sledgehammer, bash. And you come on here and tell me, slam. I don't know which of the Dukes of Hazzards would tell you to get vaccinated.
Nah,
I don't know if maybe they're young. They probably think they don't need it. Roscoe would probably be stealing the vaccine, trying to sell them, make a little extra scratch. But, I mean, in his defense, Boss Hogg can't pay him much.
No.
Remember how he laughs? I can't do nobody.
I never forget it. I know we don't like the
car, the top of the car, no.
They could go in. Now, look, you can go in. If they're going to call it General Lee, which is bad, but you know how they do computer things. They could put anything on that top of that car want to.
But get vaxxed, save a life on top of the General Lee. And then every time they say General Lee, it make it sound like Fauci. Like the car is the Dr. Fauci now. The General Lee is the Dr. Fauci. How hard is that? And listen, people going to get mad about it. Ben Jones will get mad about it and call into a radio show, and that'll have it. But let me tell you something. People have had to put up with General Lee as the name of a car for 30 years, and they just want to watch, footage of Southern California that's supposed to be Georgia. So we get Dr. Fauci for a few years. That would just make I don't want them to call the car Dr. Fauci. I just think it'd make people so fucking mad it'd be worth it.
And they wouldn't like that, no.
And on the top of the car, Biden-Harris. I guess you could put "Let's Go" in the same Brandon font. You could put "Let's Go" Bo and Luke. Maybe try to meet people in the middle.
Who is the only one? That's again how far we come. The only person in Hazard County that would want to have anything to do with Donald Trump would be Boss Hogg. He'd be trying to show off for him or whatever. That'd be it. He'd be bad guy on there. He wouldn't be good.
He'd show up in a wider, longer car than Boss Hogg's.
Yep.
Oh, Donald Trump coming to see Boss Hogg. That's me trying to do Uncle Jesse. What's Uncle Jesse so mad about? His old enemy, Donald Trump's coming into town. We went after the same girl at some. I don't know if that's a good Denver pile. Folks, It's heartbreaking sometimes. Plus, it's all in Canada. I feel bad for Canada. Are they Canadian truckers?
First off, it ain't nothing good trucking come out of Canada, right? It's trucking's got to be cross country. It got to be Georgia to where? Yeah, well, carrying cool. Canada. What do you do in Canada? I just don't associate Canada. That's mountains and things like that. I don't see truckers in Canada.
Yeah, and Smokey and the Bandit, when Canada shows up, it's a Mountie.
Yeah, that's not a good one.
That's not a great. Listen, Canada's got some real rednecks. Canada ain't perfect. No matter what your MSNBC aunt thinks. They got lots of problems up there. Racism of their own kind that they come up with all on their own, probably. I'm worried that these truckers who started out just being regular, I don't want to get vaccinated coming from America dumbasses. I think I may be missing some of the origin of it. I got to look it up. When truckers and freedom are concerned, you can never do too much research. I'm afraid these truckers are being took advantage of by some nefarious types. Just like those 1-6 political discoursers got taken advantage of. All they wanted to do, it was like they envisioned a salon. And instead, they just got away with whatever shit they tried to pull, it looks like. But Jackie?
Yeah.
So Trump's still having rallies, in case you were wondering how Trump was doing. I know earlier you were asking.
No, I wasn't.
He's doing okay.
When is he not going to have rallies? That's what he does.
He said he's going to pardon the 1-6 people. They said people are racist that are trying to prosecute him. He called on people to have big protests in New York and Atlanta. Yeah. So then Pence, he said that Pence should have, made the election his.
Oh,
and then Pence said Trump was wrong. Wrong.
Yeah. Everybody patting him on the back, and then Pence, look at him up there. He's standing up, which he did. He did say he was wrong, but I didn't hear him say that, the election was legal. I didn't hear him say that Joe Biden was a legitimate president. No, he just said, it wasn't me. I couldn't have done nothing about it. That's basically all he's saying is I didn't screw this up. It wasn't my fault. He's wrong about that.
The bar is real low for these weasels. It's like real low, like it's subterranean. You had to dig. You had to call the phone company and be like, am I going to cut into anything? I got to put the bar for Republicans down here. You can do anything half-assed. It's less than half-assed. I don't even know. It used to. It would be, it equals whole ass. Like this is less than half-ass, and it makes him seem like it's whole ass. I mean, talk about inflation. This is the most ass we've got for Republicans in a long time. Well, except for Marjorie Taylor Greene's trainer. Come on, folks. I'm just saying that it does not take much to be a hero when you're Mike Pence, because expectations are that you're just going to pinch your way in and out of whatever Bible hall you're in. McConnell said, okay, so they censured the RNC. Let me see if I got this straight, Jack. Maybe you can tell me. I don't pay attention to the news anymore.
Yeah.
I know I've got this podcast to do, but usually we can just kind of gloss over things. The RNC, which is run by Romney's niece, who obviously is working through some guilt about that.
Sure.
Is censured, is this right? Like formally? Like, I don't even know what that means.
What does it mean? They just say something, and what does that do? I don't know what a censure. I mean, that's what they did. Didn't they censure Bill Clinton? What does it do? They don't do nothing, but they say the word. But he's bad. He's supposed to be bad.
Liz Cheney and Kinzinger. And then McConnell said, well, they shouldn't have done that. They shouldn't have censured them. Is that like... it's not uncensoring. Is it anti-censoring? Is it a reverse censure when you say you should? Like, none of this matters. I mean, it does matter. It matters so much. And yet at the same time, people just putting on shows about it.
Kevin McCarthy running down the hall trying not to answer any questions about it.
You think they're worried? You think they're worried?
Because he messes things up. Hey, look, are they worried? Now, look, they've done a lot of good work for themselves. Now they enacted a bunch of laws that'll keep as many people as they can from voting. They did that. They redistricted. It's a midterm, but on the top is. But look what they got to work with. Trump. What did it do for him? Well, he lost the presidency. He lost the House early. Lost that pretty early. And then he lost the Senate. So I'd say, are they worried? I'd say they're skittish a bit. Because they have to say that they like him, but at the same time, they know if they do like him, he's going to mess everything up. He can't do nothing else but mess things up.
That's true. Well, he can rip things up. I do like this I hate it when he does something that strikes me as almost funny, but it makes me laugh imagining Trump at the end of every meeting, every time he's handed anything. Are we done? Is this it? And then just like rip, just tearing shit up, ripping paper up. He can't be around paper without ripping it up. He's got to rip that paper up. It's hilarious to me. There's nothing doesn't get destroyed. It all has to go some way. There's some paper that you're supposed to save for history. Like, they ain't gonna do that.
Once somebody in his administration successfully explained to him exactly what a burning bag was, which I'm sure it took several tries, he'd never stop using them.
Mm-mm.
Burn this up for me. Burn a bag.
I think he would as long as he gets to rip it up first. Ripping it up is important and satisfying. I do agree with him on Diet Cokes, well done steak, and fucking ripping paper up is awesome. And it makes me mad that it's another thing he likes that we have in common. Every day.
Well, just imagine, how mad he was when he heard that they sending, tons of paperwork over January 6th committee that people had to sit there and tape, literally had to sit there and put them back together and tape them up. Can you imagine? He had to hit the floor on that one. Because he don't know what it is. He ripped everything up. What did they put back together? What did they tape back together?
And you think Biden's going to try it? All right, that's it. Biden trying to rip up some paper. Folks, listen, another thing, they had this big book burning in Tennessee. Remember last time we talked about Mouse and the damn school board in Tennessee that banned Mouse. And I think we were saying stuff like, okay, maybe they're just ignorant and they're scared of cuss words. Like when I was a little kid, it's 90 years later, you think something would have changed. Everybody got Netflix, but I guess not. I guess people still get scared of this stuff. And lo and behold, here comes a damn book burning, a Harry Potter book burning. I thought those went out in 2005, but they're back. They're in Tennessee. But I think that happened before we knew that Trump ripped everything up, because that might have changed it. They might have had a book ripping.
Now, listen here. I ain't 100% for sure, but I think one of these situations with the Mouse book, I don't think them in Tennessee was necessarily, they was looking for press. They weren't looking for the attention.
That's true.
They weren't. Now, as soon as
some of them, I did read a little bit like the main one that we were making fun of last week. Like I read like when they had a couple other meetings, he keeps going on about it. And it was like, everything's politicized. So I'm like, okay, maybe this guy was, he was not looking for press.
No.
But now he's like, this ain't so bad.
But look here, once I got it all, this, excuse my language, dumbass up in Manchuria, he said, ban a book, hell, get me the gasoline. We gonna buy, that's all this is. He won't be on and he did a good job, I guess, because that's all we're talking about. Now, I ain't saying he's supposed to ignore burning up these books, but know where this is coming from.
Putting on a big show. He's putting on a big show.
He wants a big show. This guy don't give a damn about Harry Potter and nothing else. He likes it when he been in the news a few times for threatening to kill people or whatever the hell else. I don't know. He got a taste of it. He like it. How'd he get back in there? Do something crazy. What'd they do there? The Mouse. But hell, let's burn it.
But used to when they'd have these things, you'd be like, it don't matter. It's just dumbasses. Kids like him, witches and demons. Now it all just seems a little, sure, maybe the Mouse school board was just worried about nudity and cussing. And maybe these folks are just putting on a big show. It's Weasel Preacher. And maybe Trump just likes tearing up paper and listening to people, threaten violent protests. But it all kind of leads to the same place. Which it's not a good place.
No, not a good place.
It's a bad place where people can't get the Mouse book and the damn setting fire to Harry Potter, unless you're doing it, for turf reasons. I guess you still shouldn't burn a book.
No, you ain't supposed to burn it.
You can't even burn a book for good reasons.
No.
I mean, it just looks bad.
Hope you're still here listening to us. Hope you're still enjoying us talking. And I hope you're going to enjoy these great, wonderful sponsors we have here on our podcast today. That's right, sponsors. It's time for local sponsors here from Murfreesboro, Tennessee. You're going to hear about good places to eat. Going to hear about good places to shop. Going to hear about good things to do. Going to hear about all sorts of things. So if you're from Tennessee, Murfreesboro, Tennessee, that is, listen up. Well, if you're a little ways out, well, my sponsor today isn't in Murfreesboro, but it's in Smyrna. That ain't too far to go. So if you're that close, you're going to hear about stuff you want to come check out and see. And, of course, if you're traveling, of course, I guess now, first I'd say it wasn't good to travel, but I guess there ain't no mask no more, right? You ain't got to wear no mask. Never did here, but everywhere, right?
Yeah, now here you didn't have to.
Never did. No.
But I guess even now in liberal enclaves, they're saying, no, you got to get that off. Take it off. Get it off you.
Well, they want to win the midterms. They want to get.
I guess that's what it's about.
That's what it is, yeah. Autoimmune people, who give a damn? I
wouldn't go vote. Yeah, if I was autoimmune and everybody taking off your mask, I'd be like, well, I'll sit this one out. Can I mail it in? No, they don't let us do that no more. Okay.
Well, anyway, if you're out traveling, which you're welcome to do, might as well do. It's pandemic over, I guess. Come on through here. We're going to hear about some good stuff. Dunlap, you got a sponsor today. I know I do, and I got a good one. Everybody knows what's coming up here pretty soon, and that is Valentine's Day. That's right, your sweetheart's day. Whether it's a brand new girlfriend or your girlfriend you've been with a long time or your boyfriend that you kind of like, but still not quite sure, but you're going to spend Valentine's Day with him anyway. Your loving wife, your loving husband, every which your girlfriend, boyfriend, boy, girl, however which way you want to do it, I don't care. Don't matter to me. Love is what counts and love is what matters. And that's what Valentine's Day is all about. Getting somebody you love getting them something. Well, like a meal.
What?
Getting them something. You get a present. You
get them some.
I said something. Not.
That's what I meant.
Well, you go get something. You get a present, a card, whatever it is, sweetheart candy, anything like that. But most people, what am I going to do? I won't take my. Let's just say, for example, let's just say it's a fella wanting to take your sweetheart to a special place, a special evening. Want to take it out for a nice meal. Want to do something romantic. I want, like candlelight dinner. Man playing the guitar right there, serenading, that sort of thing. I want something just right. If you ain't already made your reservation, and if you haven't, you probably can't no more. All them fancy restaurants where you want to get a reservation to show off, they all booked up for Valentine's Day. They booked up 2-3 weeks ago. You waited too long. So what are you going to do? How you going to show your significant other how much you love and care about them and how much you just want to have a great time? Well, I tell you what you're going to do. You're going to take them to the Valentine's Day Lovers Air Show. That's right. It's in Smyrna. That's the Valentine's Day Lovers Air Show. You won't come there. You're going to see the FA-18 Broken Hearts team flying around doing all sorts of tricks and everything. The Cupid's Parachute Club. You're going to see the Sweetheart Squadron, the B-25. And you can take a ride in a B-Mine B-25. Romantic aerobatics, devil dogs, all the kind of airplanes, the sweet romantic airplane that you can think of, any of which kind is going to be in the air doing tricks is just going to just fill your heart with love and make you want to embrace it. Just a place where y'all could be together and experience everything that Valentine's Day is about. I can't think of any place better. It's up in Smyrna. You can't miss it. It's Valentine's Day Lovers Air Show. Get up there. Tricks, too. You see all the stuff I do. Air show good anyway, but on Valentine's Day, it's just, I think, extra good. Yeah. Especially if you've got that someone that you love so much, that someone you care about, you really want to show them how much you care about them. And Valentine's Day come around, this is where you're going to take them.
Can you bring a cooler?
No, cannot take a coat. No, because they think they got their own stuff that they serve. You can't take it on there.
I don't know, Jackie. I get the cute names and everything, and what the food they got for chocolate covered strawberries. I see where they're coming from, but it just doesn't sound very romantic to me. It doesn't sound like there's enough romance in that.
What do you mean there ain't enough romance in there? That's the most romantic. You really gone out of your way if you're going to take that special somebody up to Smyrna to an air show. You really care about them. There ain't no question that you love them.
You know what you do? You just sit there at the air show, watch the planes, and
well, that's what you do in an air show. What do you mean? I hold hands, I guess,
Oh, yeah, hand jobs. Yeah, all right. Well,
shut your mouth.
Bring a blanket.
Shut your mouth.
I guess you can do just about anything because the noise from the airplanes covers up grunting.
It ain't about that. And no, you don't go any place to grunt. Ain't no place you go to grunt except a doctor if they ask you to. Hernia, whatever,
No, I see. I think that's cough. I don't think they ask you to grunt.
Oh, grunt. They've had make cough and grunt. Yeah. They go back and forth.
I don't know. I put that on Yelp.
Why? That's Valentine's Day Lovers Air Show. FA-18 Broken Hearts team, Cupid's Parachute Club, Sweetheart Squadron B-25s, and take a ride in a B-Mine 25. Romantic aerobatic devil dog planes. I'm telling you something else, and if you want to take it up a notch, if that don't impress you, your sweetheart right there, you want to take that romance just a little bit A little bit further, I tell you what, they got carriage rides right there at the air show. That's right. Just
Wait,
what?
you left that part out before. What do you mean carriage ride? Like horse-drawn carriage rides? Romantic horse?
That's what kind you think you're gonna have on Valentine's Day?
Right, horse-drawn carriage at the air show.
Well, it says it right here.
Won't that spook a horse?
They's got to be airplane horses or something. Because they wouldn't have regular horses that have to ride on the airplane or whatever.
What horses have to ride on airplanes?
I don't know. I'm sure you've got to horses have to travel all different sorts of ways. Like everything else, right? You put a dog on there, put a cat on there. I don't know. Like those big military airplanes, they put maybe they're deaf, can't hear.
That might be it.
Horse go deaf. Yeah, they ain't gonna see. I don't know. Maybe get skitty seeing things up the streaks.
Does anything blow up at this air show?
Oh, they always got something like that.
See, I just don't think that's safe. I mean, I think somebody's gonna get in that carriage and they're gonna get hurt.
We ain't on here to debate the safety of air shows. You want to do that? We'll do that another time.
No, the horse part that
want to do that.
I just thought the horse part was dangerous.
How's that dangerous? If they can't hear nothing, or what? If they use airplanes, we don't know. They obviously use the airplane. They have to be, because otherwise, you're right, that would be.
Well, you think these horses travel around with the air show? I think they're local
be used
horses.
To it.
I don't know if these horses have ever been to an air show before in their life. Why would a horse-drawn carriage travel with the air show? It's Valentine's Day. It's a one-day thing. Nobody wants a romantic carriage ride, in September at the air show.
Look, I don't know. It says you got carriage rides there. So I'm sure they got it worked out.
It ain't Central Park. It's the Smyrna Airport. Why do you want to get on a horse and go down the hot-ass concrete anyway? Or the fucking freezing-ass concrete?
Watch your mouth. Well, I don't care. I guess I don't care anything about your sponsor, whatever the hell it is. Who wants to do that? Who wants to go that? Whatever it is. I don't.
Well, I'll tell you this, my sponsor don't have dangerous, unhinged horses.
Who said the unhinged? Name one time that said you have to hinge a horse to put it to a carriage. They ain't unhinged.
Listen, you're going to be driving down I-24 by Smyrna, air show day. You're going to be looking up. Must be an air show, probably having that Valentine's Day air show. And then you look over and there's going to be a horse passing you in the fast lane. Like two lovebirds holding on for dear damn life.
Shut your mouth. You don't know first thing about it.
They're going to probably take an exit and drive right through the damn old Charlie's.
Don't know nothing about either air shows or horses.
That's
I
true.
wouldn't listen to you for nothing.
You do have me there. But even a horse layman knows that loud-ass airplanes...
All right, just shut your mouth. It's not your business. Don't worry about it. You ain't got no special someone to take care of no how. You be sitting home by yourself.
Well, Jackie, that's actually a good point because I think that your sponsor is typical of your sponsors in that it's uncaring and unfeeling about people who may not be privileged to have a lover who cares enough to take them to an air show and get run over by a horse. Now, maybe you are solo this Valentine's Day. Well, that is fine. A lot of us these days are flying solo or getting run over by a horse solo, apparently, in Smyrna, coming up soon. And that's fine.
Just shut your mouth.
It's fine to be by yourself. I love being by myself. I love myself. It took me a long time to learn to say that, but now I can look in a mirror and I can say, I can't say Dunlap, but I can say, Kid Rock in the year 1999, I love you, because I kind of have to put a face on it. It's a thing I'm working on with my therapist.
Why?
We're just getting there. I'm in my mind, I'm morphing Kid Rock from 1999 into my face, which surprisingly is also what's happening to him in real life. Being by yourself is probably better than being with some asshole or even a regular nice person, oftentimes. And guess what? You got to eat. That's why my sponsor today, Jackie, is Love Sandwiches.
What?
I'd get 2. 1 to eat and 1 for, well, demurely, he said, solo activities later in the night. It don't matter what you like. Love Sandwich can accommodate you in the boudoir.
Why?
You just want to, there's slick parts.
All right.
There's tight little crevices. There's long, hard, crusty sandwich parts.
What?
Listen, there's a part of you and there's a part of this sandwich that when those 2 parts get together, shit, somebody's coming. That's all there is. I'm not a poet. I'm a man who likes sandwiches and masturbating.
All right. Shut your mouth. I don't want to hear anything about this. Yeah, you worried about horses. Shut your mouth. I don't.
Jackie,
enough.
It's Valentine's Day. When did you get so anti-pleasure?
What?
When did you get, Jackie, pleasure?
What? Shut your...
Valentine's Day is about pleasure, and you know...
Pleasure is my business. No, it's about love. It's about care. It's about sweethearts. It ain't about... sandwich. You
said that sandwich with the right amount of disgust. If I had just tuned in at this point of the podcast, I would know that you were talking about somehow having sex with the sandwich. Love sandwiches. Listen, Jackie. If you don't want to jack off with the sandwich, that's fine. It's delicious.
Turn this off.
You can eat it.
This off.
You can eat it so good, Jackie. You can eat it. You can eat the shit out of it. You can just you can eat it for sustenance, not pleasure, and pleasure if you want to.
Shut it.
Eat the pleasure right out of that sandwich, Jackie. Listen, Jackie, calm down. I see what you're saying. You're worried that we're making the love sandwich something dirty. Well, let me tell you who knows about dirty things becoming reputable businesses, and that's TT Slot. TT Slot, folks, is back with Pleasure Kitchen Services and a new biography called TT Slot, From Sex Worker to Six Winkers. She bought the Squat and Winker, and she's turned it into a chain across Tennessee. She owns 6.
I'm glad to hear she's made an entrepreneur and take care of herself, but I don't want to hear anything about what you do with a sandwich or anything like that.
Oh, anymore. Listen, she talks about politics. Don't worry, because she almost called it From Sex Worker to Six Winkers to the Sick Wankers of Politics.
What?
And she also talks about the rise and fall of slot water. So she almost called it From Sex Worker to Six Winkers to Slot Waters to Slick Twatters to Sick Wankers of Politics.
All right. Shut your mouth.
But she is making a fortune using the storerooms of her Squat and Winkers chain as ghost kitchens, Pleasure Kitchen Services Limited, TT Slots, and selling these love sandwiches. And for Valentine's Day, folks, if you want to get reintroduced to pleasure, let me wet my mouth a little bit. Hold on.
All right. I'm turning it off. Hold
on. I want to get my mouth good and moist when I say pleasure.
I'll throw a computer down on the ground. I don't even know how to turn it off. I'm stopping it.
Pleasure. That's Valentine's Day with TT Slot and Pleasure Kitchen Services. Love sandwiches, folks, solo or if you're partnered. I don't think anybody's going home hungry or horny once you get a taste of these love sandwiches.
Hey,
You can call them whatever you want to. They're good. They're good. They're pleasurable.
Shut your mouth.